Do you think that you can create your first UGC portfolio, start applying for UGC jobs, and already land a paid collab within 2 weeks? There are three main things that I did that allowed me to land my first paid UGC collab in less than 2 weeks after joining Upwork. I know that it's gonna sound like it's impossible, but I'm here to tell you that there are so many things that you can do that are in your control to already start working with your dream clients as a UGC creator. By the way, this is video number 2 in my series for UGC creators that are looking to get started in 2025. The first thing that I did was research. While I was researching different platforms to join, I did come across Camila's video. And in Camila's video, she mentioned that she's getting a lot of good inbounds from Upwork because when you get inbounds, it's so much easier to be able to land that work because they already like you, they already see your work, and they're kind of excited to work with you if it ends up being a good fit. So with that in mind, I decided to start with Upwork as well. So when it comes to freelancing, Upwork is a great place because it allows you to apply for jobs and not just wait for people to like your profile and give you inbounds. So if you don't have any inbounds, don't worry about it. Just do your research on what platform is gonna work best for you. If you're someone that is very selective on the type of work that you wanna do, it's very great to start with Upwork. But if you're looking more to just put yourself out there and just wait for brands to come to you, Fiverr is more tailored towards that. So when I did Fiverr, I noticed that it didn't really allow me to apply for any jobs in 2024. I don't know if anything has changed at the time that you're watching this video, but with Upwork, I'm able to apply, and this has really been the game changer for me. If you're curious about what other platforms you can join, check out my video over here where I literally gave you 30 plus platforms that you can apply to if you're just starting out as a UGC creator or you're looking for new UGC business. The best advice I can give you to actually action after hearing this is that you need to take some time to actually research what platform is gonna work best for you. You can start by watching my video where I share my experience applying to these different platforms and how it's been going so far for me. Or you can also use Google, ChatGPT to really just try and understand what would be the best fit for you. Ultimately, it could be a combination of how much time you have. Your location is also a huge factor because some brands will only work with people in certain countries. That could be because of shipping, because of taxes, or whatever the case may be. So you want to just either spend some time doing the research or just dive into it and apply to different platforms and see what comes of it. I did the latter. I jumped in, I applied to different platforms, and I'm now able to see which ones are really bringing the results that I'm looking for. So far, I have received one paid UGC collab, multiple opportunities for gifted collab, which I have mostly turned down, and then I accepted one gifted collab for the month of November. Because she mentioned that Upwork had been great with lots of inbound opportunities, that inspired me to want to try it for myself as well. So when you watch my video, you can see the different platforms and the different reviews and experiences, and I hope that you're able to find at least one platform that is the right fit for you. If you have any questions at all or something that I have not answered in that previous video or this video, please leave your question in the comment section and I'm gonna get right to it. For example, if you decide to move forward with Upwork, the second step is gonna be for you to create a very strong portfolio that is gonna allow you to stand out in the midst of all of the competition. So because UGC is something that I think is very accessible for a lot of people, a lot of brands are looking for TikTok native content. You can do that with your phone, you can do it with a camera. So the opportunities exist for so many people. What that means is that it's gonna take a strong portfolio for you to stand out and be able to land the right opportunities if it's a good fit for you and also for the brand. With this in mind, I took the time to create a very strong UGC portfolio that really highlights the different niches and industries of companies that I want to work with. And I know a lot of times people wonder portfolios without actually receiving any products from the brands, or how can they even get started with creating their UGC portfolio if they are really just starting out from ground zero? I'm gonna answer that question shortly and share with you everything that I did even when I didn't have any single brand sending me any products in a gifted or paid UGC capacity. But before that, after you've created your strong UGC portfolio, you want to take the time to write a very clear and concise description that speaks to the audience which are the brands that you want to work with. So you want to be answering their questions about why they should work with you. why you would be great for them. And also this really allows them to see how dedicated you are. Like if you take the time to write a really nice description when they come across your portfolio, I believe that this is going to give a strong and positive impression of the work that you do, skyrocketing you to the top of the list of the people that they want to consider for that UGC opportunity. And don't worry about it being perfect, because it's never going to be fully done. As you continue to grow in your UGC and do more videos, you're going to be able to pick up more on the language of the needs and the wants of the brands that you're working with. And then you can go back and optimize that description again and again and again as you continue to evolve. This is something that I'm actually in the process of doing for my own Upwork portfolio, where I'm gonna go in and just optimize my description again, my entire portfolio, change it up a little bit, because I have continued to improve and get so much better from 2 months ago. When I started 2 months ago, I had 0 paid UGC, 0 gifted UGC collaboration opportunities, and now I already have 1 paid UGC, 1 gifted opportunity, and a huge improvement in the quality of my video and my audio as well. And I want to be able to showcase that in my portfolio. So what I'm really saying to you is start with where you are, start with what you've got, and then improve as you continue to get paid and as you continue to work with brands. Don't wait to be fully ready or to have the highest quality before you start pitching your services to brands. If you're wondering about how to make high quality videos and photos, please ask me your specific questions in the comments, and I'll also answer it either in the comments or in one of the next videos that are coming up. By the way, this is video number 2 in my series for UGC creators that are looking to get started in 2025. I cannot stress this enough. The opportunities are right there. There are so many opportunities for UGC creators right now, because a lot of brands are looking for the right type of videos for their different social media platforms and also to run paid ads with. So if you're noticing that you're not getting a lot of requests from brands after you've already built your portfolio, then it means you need to double down on your outreach strategy. And what that could look like is maybe increase the number of emails that you're sending out every day. Maybe start tagging more brands in your videos. Maybe start posting on more platforms. And also, if you're using Upwork, it means that you need to apply to more and more and more opportunities. But make sure that you're actually applying properly. And by that, I mean that sometimes you're going to read the job description and they're going to tell you, please respond with the word saucy, with the word sauce, with the word pizza, whatever it is that they've put in that job description. When you're responding, you want to make sure you use that word, because it's a test. They want to see that you actually read it. They want to see that you actually went through the description and you understand what it is that you're looking for. And then also position yourself and personalize it to what you've got. Do you have a specific room in your house that you're going to use? Do you have a huge passion for what they're talking about? Do you have some personal experience with it? Do you have a partner that is willing to join the video? Do you have a pet as well? Like, what is it about you that will make you different from every other person that is applying? And of course, your portfolio should already be really, really strong in terms of like the video quality, the audio quality, but you still need to go out there and be applying. And a lot of times in Upwork, when you're applying, they give you the option to do a cover letter. So for Upwork, something I want to mention is that in Upwork, sometimes you do have to buy connects to be able to apply to jobs. So even applying to the UGC jobs are not entirely free, but I think you only get charged when someone actually views your application or if you're selected. One of those two. I'll have to double check. But it's important to know that, even to get started on there and apply for jobs, you might have to get some connects as well. And that's why I feel like inbounds are really great, because that means that you don't have to spend money applying for those different jobs. People can actually reach out to you. It's very easy to find the right roles. You can start with searching different keywords. Like sometimes I just search UGC, I filter by location, I put Canada, sometimes I put United States. And sometimes the only disadvantage is that I think the people creating the jobs sometimes are not as diligent with the locations. Sometimes people select worldwide, but then when you read the job description, it says like, oh, we only want to work with creators in the US. And I'm like, if you choose the US, I wouldn't even be seeing you right now. So it would be nice to have it all like well sorted, but that's not always gonna be the case. So just make sure that you're reading those job descriptions. Sometimes when you go to apply and you want to hit submit, it's gonna tell you you do not meet all of the criterias. You can still submit, but at least it's telling you like, listen, these people want to work with people in the States, or they want to work with people in certain places. And that way you're able to like, you know, be able to position yourself and make the best use of the money that you're spending in applying for these roles. I think something else that I want to mention is that sometimes when you're applying for jobs, they're going to ask you for your specific rates. So the way that Upwork works is that they let you share your hourly rates, and you can also create projects and share like what each project would kind of cost. But one thing to keep in mind is that I feel like brands are also just looking for more clarity on like, okay, this video that we're actually posting here, what would you actually charge for it? It's interesting because on Upwork, I feel like there are a lot of low ball offers. Like the amount that brands are willing to spend is just so low. And I wonder why. Is it because it's on Upwork? Are these same brands paying people more in other platforms? Who knows? But I go on there and I see people advertising like 3 UGC videos for like $30. I'm like, that is really low. Really, really low. Or 1 UGC video for like $15. I'm like, that is really low. And then there's the other side where people are like, oh, we want UGC, we want the raw videos. You don't need to edit. And I feel like maybe sometimes brands think that that makes it easier, but we kind of understand the game, okay? You want to take the raw videos and you want to create multiple versions of different videos from the raw videos, because now you've got so many videos you can pull out of it. So I feel like UGC is a bit tricky sometimes. So you need to take some time to get your rates down, like write it down what it is you want to charge, understand the different scenarios. Like if someone wanted to get raw videos, how much would you charge for that? If someone wanted to get a package, 3 videos, how much would you charge for that? Would you give any discounts? If someone wanted to do a long-term partnership, a mid-term partnership, what are you going to charge for that? So just think about your pricing. But honestly, this is not a day one problem. On the first day, what you gotta do? Apply for jobs. Say it back. You're gonna apply for jobs. You're gonna apply for jobs, because if you don't apply and the inbounds aren't coming, you ain't gonna be getting nothing, okay? You need to apply. You need to put yourself out there and apply for jobs. And I'm telling you, those that put themselves out there are usually rewarded, okay? And even if some people will say, oh no, but I didn't get any jobs, you have to choose. Are you gonna be one of the people that are like, oh, I didn't get any jobs? Or are you gonna optimize until you start to get jobs? And I know I spoke about gifted collabs earlier, and I also did in my last video. Again, I already shared my opinion. I think you should do them, especially in the beginning, but not too much. Gifted collabs cannot be the end goal. We gotta make the money, okay? Your time is valuable, but so is building experience. I know that in our generation, a lot of people don't even value that idea of like, let me just build the experience. Let me work with these different brands to build my brand credibility, my brand identity. Everybody just wants to get to the bag from day one. And I respect that. I respect the hustle. I respect the drive. You know what I'm saying? But not everybody is willing to do the work though. We have the vim. We have the entitlement, but we don't always have the discipline, the work ethic to actually get to the bag on day one. You know what I'm saying? So what I would then advise is, okay, just take the gifted collab. Do a good job. I've heard so many times people say, oh, I did a gifted collab, it went well, the brand came back, and now they're discussing a paid one. Opportunities can open up from anywhere. But first you gotta do the work. You gotta apply for jobs. You gotta put yourself out there. And don't be like, Upwork doesn't work. Fiverr doesn't work. This one doesn't work. It works. It works. All of these things are not against you. These platforms actually want you to get jobs. They get a little something, a little commission when you get your job. So they want you to land a job, but they also give you guidelines and ways to optimize and all these different things. And the question is, are you fully optimized on those platforms? Ooh, well, I hope that was super helpful. I have had to turn down some opportunities because I felt like it wasn't a great fit. So you also have to spend some time to understand what kind of brand you want to work with. I think I need to like the product as well. I need to be excited to use the product before I can take on that UGC. But to each their own. Just think about it, give it some thought, and come up with something that works for you. UGC rapid fire questions. Let's go. Question number 1 that I have here. Can you build your portfolio with products you own around the house? Absolutely. Oh yes. That's how I started. I have this eye cream that I use, and I have done a lot of UGC around this eye cream. And I actually sorry, this is not my eye cream. This is my face cream. They're just so similar. This is the eye cream, this one. And I love these e.l.f. products. Holy Hydration Face Cream, Holy Hydration Eye Cream with hyaluronic acid and peptides. I love them both. And I have done multiple UGC videos around them. You can even use one product in so many different ways. I've done like a skincare routine. I've done like a get ready with me. I've done, I want to do an ASMR next. That's the next one I want to do, and I'll be using the same products, because the way I view my portfolio is showing brands like this is what I can do with this type of product. So if another brand has a cream product like this, then they can see like the different variety of what I can do with that. And then we can bake that into the message they want to tell to their potential customers or existing customers, and then we can work together on that. So take a pen and paper, go around the house. If you bought it, it is a product. How about that? Let's use that. If you bought it, if you paid money to get it, that's a product. If it's a product, it can go on the portfolio. You've just got to figure out what type of video you're going to make around it. If it's an experience, you gotta put it on the portfolio. So what does that mean? Say you're a photographer and you wanna target brands that work with photographers. You can start doing day in the life videos where you're showing your camera, your gear, the things that you're using. Or you can also do unboxing videos if you have any new products that you're getting. And then you can also just do testimonials. I actually got a UGC testimonial collaboration opportunity to just share my thoughts on the product. So you can do that. You just want to make sure to include B-rolls and different shots that show the product and the features. And if you're already a videographer or photographer, I'm sure that this is something that is already really exciting to you. You can do a close-up, you can hold it in different ways and show it. And then you can show that you're using it. It's always good to show that the product is being used. A lot of times when someone is asking you to give a testimonial, what are you giving a testimonial about? Your experience using it, using the product. So you want to show how you use the product. So that means that everything that you use can go on your portfolio. Okay, let's keep it rapid fire. On to the next question. What Canva templates did you use for your portfolio? So this is an interesting one. I've seen a lot of different portfolios for UGC, and I've also seen people sell templates. But the thing is, I feel like using someone's templates is a limitation. It's a good starting point. You can view a portfolio and be like, okay, this is kind of what's important to put on there. Like mine right now, I actually got some feedback on it. I need to put my email at the top as well. You can also take a look at my portfolio. I'm going to put it here. But I think that it's not just about the templates. It's about designing something that you're proud of. And I think the way that you can do that is to look at different portfolios. Go on Instagram, type UGC. You're going to see a lot of creators. 9 times out of 10, their portfolio is in the link in their bio. So you click on the link, you scroll through, you're like, interesting. I like that. I don't like this part. I like this one from the other side. I don't like this part. I like this one from the other side. And then you put it together. If you want a step-by-step walkthrough of how to create a portfolio for your niche, comment portfolio and also comment your niche as well. And then I will be able to pick 1 or 2 and even do a live walkthrough if that's something that people are interested in. And I can show you the full process. I also got a domain for my own just because I really like when things are, I don't know, I just wanted it to look like a website. I wanted the URL link to really look like a proper website. So I didn't do the free Canva website that they give you, because for the free website, in the link, it's still gonna say mycanva.site, something like that. And I didn't want that. but I'm happy to walk you through like an entire process of creating a portfolio from scratch. If you gave me like an example, I'll do it. One thing I really struggled with is that when you're doing your UGC videos, you want to make it less about you and more about the product, which can be very tricky, especially when you don't want to sound salesy. But I just kept trying, and eventually I just started feeling more natural when I did it. You know, like you just talk about how you're using it, like bake it into the stories that are close to your heart, like maybe getting ready to go somewhere or leaving the house, something like that. You know, so it's not like salesy and very hard to digest. Third question, do you think UGC is for younger creators? Ooh, I love this question. Okay, no, it is not only for younger creators. In fact, I am gonna put some screenshots for you to see. There are people literally saying we only want a creator over 40. We're looking for a creator over X amount of age. So there's a whole niche market up there for people that are more, I wanna say they've lived life longer. You know, you've been on this earth longer than other people. There is a niche for you. I want to encourage you to start. It's so exciting, I can imagine, to be, you know, at a point where you're just like, I want to do this thing, and I've been waiting all my life to do something that I'm passionate about, or I just love videos and I want to do these videos, and the only thing holding you back is that you think you're too old. Okay, well, guess what? You're not. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it now, and let me know that you did. Put it in the chat. Let's support you. And if you are another UGC creator, please put your link in the chat. I would love to support you. Tell me a bit about yourself, what it is that you create, how your journey has been going so far. Let's make it interactive. This is day 2 of my December series of becoming a UGC creator, and I'm really excited because I feel like I'm already meeting a lot of great people even from the last video, and I can't wait for this one to go up, and I want to meet even more people and chat with more people and get to know more of your experience. And until then, friends, be good, stay good, feel good, and I'll chat with you later. Bye, friend.